The year 2025 is shaping up to be pivotal in medical history. Russia's Ministry of Health has announced a personalized cancer vaccine. This vaccine will be provided free of charge. The news has sparked global anticipation. Many are watching closely to see how this unfolds. The potential impact on cancer treatment could be immense. For those affected by cancer, it represents new hope. A sophisticated personalized treatment becoming accessible is groundbreaking. Naturally, such a bold claim invites scrutiny. The world is eager for more details and understanding. This development comes as medical innovation accelerates, especially in genetic therapies. Personalized cancer vaccines represent a paradigm shift in oncology. They move away from generalized treatments. Traditional therapies like chemotherapy often affect both cancerous and healthy cells. This can lead to significant side effects. Personalized vaccines, however, are custom-built. They are designed to target only the cancer cells within an individual patient. This bespoke approach aims for greater precision and potentially fewer adverse effects. The core idea is to harness the patient's own immune system. Our immune systems are incredibly powerful. They constantly fight off invaders like bacteria and viruses. However, cancer cells are cunning. They often develop ways to hide from or suppress immune responses. Personalized cancer vaccines are engineered to overcome these evasive tactics. They essentially teach or re-educate the immune system to specifically recognize and attack the patient's unique cancer cells. Creating such a vaccine is a complex, multi-step process. It begins with obtaining a sample of the patient's tumor, often through a biopsy. Scientists then conduct detailed genetic sequencing of the tumor cells. They search for specific mutations or markers, known as neoantigens. Identifying the right neoantigens is critical for the vaccine's effectiveness. The term mRNA, or messenger RNA, has become widely recognized recently. This is largely due to its successful use in some COVID-19 vaccines. In simple terms, mRNA acts like a blueprint or a set of instructions. It carries genetic information from our DNA to the protein-making machinery within our cells, called ribosomes. These ribosomes then read the mRNA instructions to build specific proteins. For cancer vaccines, this mRNA technology is ingeniously repurposed. Scientists first identify the unique neoantigens on a patient's cancer cells. They then design mRNA molecules that carry the instructions for building these specific neoantigens. When this specially designed mRNA is introduced into the patient's body via the vaccine, it enters some of the patient's healthy cells. These cells then follow the mRNA's instructions. They start producing the cancer-specific neoantigen proteins. Once these neoantigens are produced and displayed on the surface of these cells, the immune system springs into action. Immune cells, particularly T cells, are trained to recognize these neoantigens as foreign or dangerous. This means the immune system is now primed to seek out and destroy the patient's cancer cells throughout their body. It is essential to emphasize that these Russian cancer vaccines, like others in development globally, are treatment vaccines. They are not preventative. Their role begins after a cancer diagnosis has been made. Often they are envisioned as part of a combined treatment strategy. For instance, a patient might first undergo surgery to remove a primary tumor. The personalized vaccine could then be administered to target any remaining microscopic cancer cells. This could help prevent the cancer from coming back. The process of pinpointing the vaccine's targets is incredibly precise. It starts with a tumor biopsy. From this tissue sample, scientists perform extensive genomic analysis. They sequence the DNA and RNA of the cancer cells. They compare this to the patient's healthy cells. The goal is to identify neoantigens. These are proteins that are exclusively present on the surface of cancer cells due to genetic mutation. Once the vaccine, containing mRNA instructions for these neoantigens, is administered, a fascinating biological process unfolds. The mRNA enters the patient's cells, typically immune cells like dendritic cells. These cells then manufacture the neoantigens and present them on their surface. This presentation acts as an alert to other components of the immune system, especially T cells. Section 5, Artificial Intelligence, the engine of rapid vaccine development. The very concept of a personalized cancer vaccine for every patient presents a monumental logistical and scientific challenge. Each vaccine must be uniquely crafted. The analysis of tumor genetics, identification of neoantigens, and vaccine design is incredibly complex. This is where artificial intelligence, or AI, steps in, playing a critical role. AI algorithms are exceptionally good at processing vast quantities of complex data far faster than humans ever could. This capability is transforming medical research. In the context of these cancer vaccines, AI is instrumental in the discovery phase. When scientists sequence a patient's tumor, they uncover a massive amount of genetic information. AI programs can sift through this data. They can identify potential neoantigens much more efficiently. More importantly, AI can help predict which of these neoantigens are most likely to provoke a strong and effective immune response when included in a vaccine. This predictive power helps researchers prioritize the best targets for each individual. Beyond identifying targets, AI also contributes to the design and production of the mRNA vaccines. AI can optimize the mRNA sequences themselves. Section 6. The weight of proof skepticism amidst high hopes. While the announcement of a free, personalized cancer vaccine in Russia has understandably generated excitement, it has also been met with caution from the global scientific community. This cautious stance is not necessarily a dismissal of the underlying science. Rather, it stems primarily from a current lack of publicly available, peer-reviewed clinical trial data specific to this Russian vaccine program. Scientific breakthroughs require rigorous validation through transparent processes. The cornerstone of medical validation lies in well-designed clinical trials. These trials are typically conducted in phases. Phase 1 trials assess safety and dosage. Phase 2 trials evaluate preliminary efficacy and further examine safety in a larger group. Phase 3 trials compare the new treatment against existing standard treatments in a large patient population to confirm efficacy and monitor side effects. The results of these trials are then scrutinized by regulatory agencies and independent scientists through peer-reviewed publications. This established process ensures reliability. Historically, medical announcements made without the backing of comprehensive published data have faced skepticism. Section 7. A global pursuit, the international race for cancer vaccines. It is important to recognize that Russia is not operating in a vacuum in the quest for effective cancer vaccines. The development of personalized cancer therapies, including mRNA-based vaccines, is a global effort. Several leading pharmaceutical companies and academic research institutions around the world are deeply invested in this field. Companies such as Moderna and BioNTech, already famous for their COVID-19 vaccines, are prominent players, often in partnership with major oncology firms like Roche, Genentech, and Merck. These international efforts have been underway for several years. Many of these organizations have ongoing clinical trials for personalized cancer vaccines targeting various types of cancer. These include melanoma, pancreatic cancer, colorectal cancer, and lung cancer, among others. Some of these trials have already reported promising interim results. These results, typically shared at scientific conferences and in peer-reviewed journals, offer glimpses of the potential of this therapeutic approach. They contribute to a growing body of evidence supporting the concept. While the scientific goals are similar, the approaches and timelines may differ. Section 8. Transformative potential. If Russia's vaccine succeeds. Let us consider the scenario where Russia's personalized cancer vaccine proves to be both safe and highly effective, supported by transparent, verifiable data. Such an outcome would represent a monumental leap forward in the field of oncology. It could fundamentally change how many types of cancer are treated. For countless patients, it could shift cancer from being a life-threatening illness to a manageable chronic condition, or even lead to complete cures in some cases. The human impact would be immeasurable. The implications for access to advanced cancer care would also be profound. If Russia successfully implements its plan to provide these sophisticated vaccines free of charge to its citizens, it would set an extraordinary precedent. This could ignite global conversations about health equity. It might exert pressure on other countries and healthcare systems to find innovative ways to make such cutting-edge treatments more affordable and accessible to their populations. Section 9. Navigating the future, hope, caution, and the path ahead. Russia's announcement of a free, personalized cancer vaccine in 2025 is significant. It speaks to a universal yearning for effective cancer treatments. The promise of individualized treatment free of cost generates global hope. It envisions a future where cancer is less feared. Personalized medicine, immunotherapy, and mRNA technology hold tremendous potential. However, hope must be balanced with rigorous evidence. The world awaits comprehensive clinical trial data for this vaccine.